Isaiah 40, verse 27 through 31. I'm come to encourage somebody besides myself. Anybody need some encouragement? Everybody's hand should have been raised. Amen. Amen. Isaiah 40, 27 through 31. Amen. Amen. If you care to stand, you didn't have to. If you don't, the word is still blessed. Still powerful. The Bible says, why do you say, O Jacob, and speak, O Israel? My way is hidden from the Lord, and my just claims is passed over by my God. Verse 28, we all are very familiar with. Have you not known? Have you not heard? The everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, neither faints nor is weary. His understanding is unsearchable. He gives power to the weak. Come on, somebody. And to those who have no might, he increases strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. Can I read? Oh, you want me to read it again? Read that. But those, I don't know who you are, but you ought to shout at the brother if it's you I'm talking about. But those who have been waiting on the Lord. I don't know what you're waiting for, but you know what you're waiting for. But guess what? It ain't, God, I'm preaching already. It don't depend on what somebody else says. You've been waiting faithfully on the Lord. God said, shall renew your strength. Shall mount up with wings like the eagle. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Will you just look at somebody? I don't care if they're your neighbor or not. Look at them in time. Kindly tell them, don't give up. This is your year. They didn't hear you. You ought to tell them again, don't give up. This is my year. The power. There's power in waiting. Ushers, you may be seated. God bless you. There's power in waiting. The Bible is clear in this verse. But the power waiting for your promise takes patience. Luke the 21st chapter verse 19 says, in your patience possess ye your soul. In other words, the NIV says it like this: stand firm and you will win life. Don't be tossed to and fro. It may not look like it's going to happen, but if you hold on, stand firm, God's got to come through for your cause. He said, but those who wait on the Lord. Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? By patiently bearing all afflictions, reproaches, indignities, and persecution. Enjoy yourselves while you're going through. Can I preach to you? See, we look at it the wrong way. We get mad and get all frustrated with God when we're going through our trials. But I guarantee you it doesn't change anything. But when you learn to enjoy what Paul said, he said, you got to endure hardness as a good soldier. In other words, you got to learn to praise God in the midst of my troubles. Don't let nothing disturb you or distress you. Because our God is able to do just what he said. If he said he's going to heal you, guess what he's going to do? He's going to heal you. If he said he's going to deliver you, guess just what he said. You just say he's going to do it. Now whatever you told God last year and it ain't happened yet, but you got to stand to your feet and say, God, you said. You said that if I search for you with my whole heart, I'll find you. Some of us have gotten blinded because we haven't found him yet. But I stopped by here to tell somebody, don't you give up. This is your year. Can I tell you something else? You're next in line. You are next in line for a miracle. People didn't understand why you didn't shout last year, why you didn't do certain things last year, why you were going through certain ups and downs. But I come to tell you that weeping may endure for a night, but joy. Let me slow down. Let me see. Y'all sit down. You got to possess that peace and joy in your soul. See, true Christians, we don't cry like other folks. We cry because we know that we're going to have some joy after our suffering. In other words, we cry because we got hope. We got some hope. Our hope tomorrow that it will be different than today. Can I tell you something? This joy that I had, I didn't get it from the world. I didn't get this joy from the world. This joy that I have comes from above. It's something about the joy of the Lord. It will give you strength in the midst of your craziness. When I want to just blow my brains out, the joy of the Lord reminds me that I am with you always. The prophet Isaiah applied these comforting truths about God to Israel's situation in their coming captivity. I felt like this morning I was in captivity. Come on, somebody. I woke up this morning, my phone was do, Texas, do. Said, good God from Zion. Somebody here. Somebody in the hospital here. Somebody need prayer here. Somebody need. And I said, good God Almighty. This fast is raising havoc in the devil's camp. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. See, for those of you who ain't fasting, you don't know what I'm talking about. But those of us who are struggling in this fast, we are wrecking the devil's camp. And anytime you wreck the devil's camp, you can look for some crazy stuff. I told the preachers this morning, if I didn't have to go through nothing during this fast, then I'm sorry, I got to go another 21 days. But the closer we get to the end, the more the enemy throws at us. But they that wait on the Lord shall renew. Yeah, that God was not too weak to act on behalf of their cause. Nor was he tired. See how God don't get tired. We want to give up quickly. Because the cares of this world can become overbearing. And there are times when you just want to say, what's the use? Nobody cares. But I stopped by here to tell you, if humans don't show that they care, you ought to be thankful that God always cares. How do you know he cares? One glad morning, when I was in sin, sinking deep in sin, far from the peaceful shore, valley and deepness staying within, seeking to rise no more. Can I tell you what happened? But the master of the sea, he heard my despairing cry. Can I tell you something? He didn't leave me just dead. I feel the Holy Ghost in this. From the waters, he lifted me. Look at your neighbor, say, saved. Now I'm saved. Oh, I'm saved. Let it alone. The question I gotta ask you. Do you know the God of the Bible? The Bible says many are the afflictions of the righteous. You come into church, your neighbors taking their boats out. You call yourself saved. They don't go to the hospital. The rescue squad pull up to your house. But it's okay anyhow. Because when he said many are the afflictions of the righteous, he didn't leave it right there. Who am I preaching to in here? You don't have to stop because it's not going your way. Don't worry about it not going your way. Just know that you are in the way. Because when you are in the way, whatever comes your way, you got a backup that can help you get through tomorrow. But he said, but I'll deliver them. I'll deliver them out of them all. And I don't know, I know I got some witnesses in here. I got one in here I can talk about. A few Sundays ago, sitting in my office talking to me. As a father talks, as a father talks to a son. Deacon Nelson was in my office talking to me. And the very next day, not the next week, the next day the enemy decided to attack him. But what people don't understand, when I'm attacked for righteousness' sake, it's not because I'm bad. It's for the glory of God. God had to show you today that prayer changes everything. He walked in the door when we were down this morning. God has a way of picking you up. Because if you know him, you ought to shout something to him. Can I tell you something? Woo. Jesus is not intimidated by the length of your suffering. Y'all don't want to talk to him. God is not moving any faster. Can I give you some witnesses? Ask the woman with the issue of blood. She had to go through her 12 long years. Can I go a little farther? How called blind Bartimaeus. See, sometimes when you're going through, you ought to just scream when you're going through. Because some folks will tell you to shut up. You keeping too much noise. But you don't know what I'm going through. The problem is, too many of us are trying to keep our scream on the inside. But I've learned to holler and let you know that everything is going to be all right. Somebody scream. He's not intimidated. By how long? Oh, I feel like preaching. He's not intimidated by how long we go through what we go through. And I found out in our text, somebody said waiting. When you are in waiting, something is revealed. And what is revealed is the weariness. Come on, somebody. It's in the text. But the Bible tells me in another part, say, be not weary in well-doing. And somebody said, well, how can I be well-doing when I'm sick? You ought to thank God that you're sick. Because somebody is dead. So he said in verse 29, he said, he giveth power to the faint. Now somebody in here was close to giving up. You know who you are. You said, what's the use? Why should I go to church? Can I tell you why you need to come here? Because forsaking the assembly of one another, you got to understand that there is power in unity. Come on, somebody. When you're among the saints, I ain't said the ain'ts. I said when you're among the saints, there is power. Power to heal. Power to deliver. Power to shake the captives free. He giveth power to the faint and to them who have no might. He increases strength. Now the word weary means fatigue. Don't lie to yourself and don't try to lie to me. All of us have been there. Some of us are there now. But it is the natural result of labor and toil that reduces strength. It's called the spear of fatigue. The Bible said he giveth power to the faint. 1 Timothy 4:1 says, now the Spirit speaketh expressively that in latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to what? Seducing spirit and to the doctrines of the devil. Somebody say fatigue. A lot of folks are giving up because you know why? They really don't understand that when you're going through something, it produces success. You will never have success until you learn how to fight your fatigue. Come on, Dave. I was listening to the preacher last night. He was talking about a young man who was from Nigeria, and he was running a race. And it's a long race, so you had to run one lap around in the building. And then you run for 20 miles outside, called long distance run. And outside of the building that he come out of, the gym, he was tripped. Many runners are running out of there at the same time. He was running and folks were running over top of him. Hear me with this. As he ran, he fell and they just trampled him. Now the common thing for him to do was to be really just quit. I'm talking to somebody right here. But do you not know he ran the whole race with a limp? He didn't run it because he was in the best of shape. He ran with a limp. Somebody is running this race with a limp. Oh, God, help me to preach. You got sickness in your body, but you never gave up on God. You know that there's a race that has to be run. So as he ran the race, everybody else had come in. I'm cutting it short. They had them come in, receive the medals, and the camera picked him up and said, why are you still running? He kept on running. He kept on running until he got back to the finish line. So everybody else was celebrating the winners. The camera went to the one with the limp. Boy, somebody, you better catch this one. And the question was asked, why did you continue to run this race with your bloody self, your hurt self, who am I talking to? Your beat up self. Why you continue to run this race? He said this. He said, my country, preach of Purkett, didn't send me here to quit the race. My country didn't send me here to quit the race. My country sent me here to finish the race. I want to talk to somebody right here. God didn't take you and allow you to go through what you're going through so you can quit on him. He allowing you to finish the race. Shout to your neighbor, I got to finish. You got to finish the race. Because the race is not given to the swift nor to the strong. Preacher, I found out that you don't have to outrun nobody. This race doesn't mean that I have to run faster or better than anybody else. But what the Bible tells me, that he that endureth, can I tell you something? For everything you're going through, you got to have enduring power. Preach of Purkett. If you endure to the end, the same shall be saved. Why do we get fatigued? Pressure. The way we choose to live, plan, schedule, work. Killing yourself behind something that ain't nothing. You worry too much. What was that old song they used to sing? When y'all in the club. You talk too much, you worry me to death. You're pressuring your life with stuff that ain't even important. They asked the young boy, said, if you became a millionaire, what would you do? I'll go on vacation. I'll go to the Honduras. I'll buy me a boat. I'll buy this and that. And the man said, you be broke. What do you mean I'll be broke? He said, the Bible says, seek ye first. I won't charge you for that one. Pressure, then people. Luke 18:5, don't go there. The lady who persisted that the judge avenge her adversary. Yes, sir. There are some folks you need to cut loose. You ought not have no church friends if they're telling you to do wrong. Am I preaching in here? If I don't live the gospel, don't follow me. There are some people who will wear you down. Listen at this. Do you know there have been some people who have been anointed? Baby girl, you know some people have been anointed to be blessing blockers. Y'all ain't caught that. I know that's a little heavy. No, man. They've been anointed. When you know you're going somewhere, you need to keep some stuff to yourself. Some folks just meant to block your blessing. 1 Corinthians 10 and 13 said, there have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it. Can I tell you something? God will not put more on you than you can bear. If you think it's too much, then you need to remember what Paul had to say about his thorn in his side. And what was God's answer to him? I ain't moving it. I ain't taking it, but am I grace? Sometimes you got to ask God for some grace. God, give me grace to endure what I'm going through. Pressure, people, practice. Galatians 6 and 9 say, and let us not be weary in well doing. For in due season. I told you don't give up. That's my target. Don't give up. This is your year. You had to go through what you're going through in order for you to appreciate what he's taking you to. Was that too fast? Yeah, that was too fast. You have to appreciate what you're going through so you can accept what you're going to. 2 Thessalonians 3 and 13 said, but ye brethren, be not weary in well doing, because you'll reap if you faint not. I don't believe Deacon Nelson gave up on his heel. That's why he reaping. Some of us, we want it our way. You know where I'm going, don't you? This ain't Burger King. You can't have it. Mother, we can't have it our way. We got to do it God's way. No, they had to get quiet on me there. I know you're ready for Burger King. People, pressure, practice, and persecution. Anybody been lied on? Anybody been lied on? And with the same authority, have you lied on somebody? Blessed are ye when men shall revile you. Did you hear what I said? If they lied on you, you blessed. Look at your neighbor and say, just don't make it the truth. And persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. My sake. Rejoice. How can I rejoice when folks are talking about me, scandalizing my name? You know why you can rejoice? Because it ain't the truth. If you got to put up your dukes and fight, it's the truth. Because the Lord said, I love the Bible, vengeance is mine. God ain't told you to cut nobody. You ain't Peter. Somebody shout, this is my year. This is my year. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. A declared contrast. But they that wait. God has pointed out a problem and now declares there's another way to live. A difficult condition is coming, but they that wait. it's a contrast there. I know I'm going a little fast.
It's all right. It's good. It's good.
You have a declared contrast, which is God, but they that wait.
Yes, sir.
But then you have a difficult, because he said that, but they that wait upon the Lord. Most Christians have a serious weight problem. And I'm not talking about W-E-I-G. No. I'm talking about W-A-I-T. But they that wait upon the Lord, most Christians have a serious weight problem that no diet can remedy. This guy named Vance Havner used to say, if Christians do not come apart and rest a while, they may just plain come apart. Sometimes you gotta slow down. Put your brain on zero. I don't care how many phone calls you get. Put your brain on zero. Psalm 27:14 told you to wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Psalm 46:10 say, be still and know that I am God. In order for you to wait, you must bind together with the Spirit of God, even if it takes crying. Stay there until he releases you from your situation. There's a new energy to engage, a new power to perform, a new unction to function, renewed strength for another day. Waiting is not a waste. Most of the Christian life is based on waiting. Folks think because they get saved that it's supposed to happen instantly. That's why some people got a real quick salvation. They get saved because they think tomorrow God gonna pay that bill. Don't look at them now. But if you getting saved to think that you're gonna tempt our God, you just messed up. Because you can't tempt God. He challenges us. That's why life is so strenuous at times, because God challenging us. Because the Bible said, in your patience, possess ye your soul. As thy days, so shall thy strength be. Can I tell you something?
Yes, sir.
He hasn't forgotten about you.
No, sir. Thank you.
Know that he which run in a race, run all, but only one receiveth the prize. So run, church. Run that you may obtain. Because the Bible said they shall walk and not faint. Then it tells you they shall run and not be weary. Walk in love. Walk as the children of light. Walk worthy of your vocation. In my conclusion, verse 28 says, have you not known? Have you not heard the everlasting God? The Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth. He neither faints nor is he weary. His understanding is unsearchable.
Yes.
You can't figure God out. To the human mind, God's wisdom is not fully comprehensive. We don't know why we go through what we go through. Or either how he chooses to fulfill his promises to deliver. You can't tell God how to do it. But if you stop leaning to your own understanding in all your ways and allow your struggle to become your strength, you can claim this is your year.
Yes, sir.
Hallelujah.
Waiting on the Lord is a general principle that consists of patient praying, not panicking praying. And watch God give you strength. Paul said this, for this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ, hallelujah, I want the Lord to rest upon me.
Yes, sir.
But when God rests upon you, you can lay hands on the sick. So whatever I'm going through, therefore I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecution, in distress, for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, he is strong. Anybody here know that God never fails? He's been there all the time. My God never leaves us, never forsake us. People will forget you. People will criticize you. People will just actually dog you out. But if it's not the truth, they're heaping blessings upon you. I told you a while ago, blessed are they when men shall revile me. We take it the wrong way. We quit church. We do everything because somebody's talking about us. Let me tell you something. You ain't that special. There's nobody going to talk about you. If they didn't talk about you, you'd be hot. When they talk about you, you're hot. So you might as well take the lesser of the evil. Bless me when you talk about me. Christians now have to get backbone. They talked about Jesus. Bless his heart. He said, Father, forgive him. That's where we got to get. We got to pray for our brothers and sisters, our family members, all the folks that are crushing our spirit. They shouldn't crush your spirit. Let me tell you something. If they cause you to struggle, it ought to give you strength. Because they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Don't give up. This is your year. You're next in line. Boy, that's for somebody besides me.
Yes, sir.
My miracle is coming. You know why? Because those who remain faithful over a few things, he promised to make you rulers over many things. So don't give up. It's only a test. If it was a real emergency, somebody would have notified you. The horn would have blew. The siren would have sounded. You all up in arms about nothing. Just like the man who said that Hawaii was getting ready to be bombed. Sent a whole country out of whack. Some of us, we listen to the wrong folks. Everybody's back in this. Come on, Jay.